Hey boys and girls, welcome to another super exciting, outrageous toy review. Today we're taking a look at the Game of Thrones Pop number 70, Gendry. The back of this package shows off Beric Dondarrion, Yara Greyjoy, Bran Stark, Lord Varys, and the Children of the Forest. Here we've got Gendry out of the package, and I'm going to put out a general spoiler alert right here because I want to talk about Thrones while I talk about the Pop. Gendry is the illegitimate child of Robert Baratheon. Robert is the main king at the beginning of the series. His death kind of starts the whole show because the Game of Thrones is basically trying to figure out who's going to succeed him. Robert Baratheon's wife, Cersei Lannister, her family wants to try and seize control basically, so they start hunting down his illegitimate children because they know that then there's a chance that one of those kids could try and vie for the throne, especially because they're hiding the secret that Cersei's children are illegitimate and not really Robert's children. Very crazy storyline in the whole thing. But Gendry here is the one lone surviving illegitimate child of Robert. He is a blacksmith. He goes on a pretty cool adventure trying to join the Brotherhood without banners. Then he eventually gets sold to a witch who wants his blood. Then he gets to escape, and he disappears for a long time. And when we find him again, he's back at King's Landing being a smith again, kind of hiding in plain sight. And he joins up to kind of become an important character again. Joins an expedition to basically go on this suicide mission, and we're waiting to see what happens to him in the next season. This pop vinyl has him posing with his warhammer, which was the same weapon his father used in battle. This is a particular weapon that he made. When Davos comes to find him, he tells him to bring a sword. He's probably going to need it. And Gendry says, no, I'll bring this. I'm more used to swinging this, right? Because he's been a smith all his life. He's used to swinging a hammer. So he's got a giant warhammer. It's pretty cool. I think this pop looks pretty good, although it doesn't really scream Gendry to me. Gendry doesn't really have any super distinguishing features. So if he didn't have the hammer in his hands, you'd really be like, wait, who's this guy supposed to be? Gendry features 1 point of pop articulation. His beard is not sculpted on, it's just painted, which kind of gives it the feeling that it's 5 o'clock shadow, which is, I guess, more show accurate, but I feel like it should be even lighter. It's almost a little too pronounced for the character. He's got some stitching on his tunic here, but in general, not a ton of paint apps. I do like that he has his little leather forearm guards there, and then there's a little bit of sculpted detail on the hammer, which looks really good. If you notice, those are antlers, and the Baratheon symbol, his father's symbol, is the stag. So that is a not so subtle nod to the fact that Gendry has some Baratheon blood in him. The odd thing about Gendry is that he seems to have a lot of potential. They built him up to be a very important character early on. Since he was out of action for so long and then came back basically to go on the mission north of the Wall, I'm not sure how important Gendry's going to be in this final season. I mean, I assume he'll be at the Battle of Winterfell. I'm sure he'll get some sort of character moment throughout this season. Will his legacy be important? Will other people find out that he's the son of Robert Baratheon and that somehow be an important part of the storyline? I kind of doubt it. So I'm interested to see what happens with Gendry, but I'm not expecting a whole lot. In the comments down below, let me know what your predictions are for Gendry this season, and thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out all our other Game of Thrones videos this month.